What's good, everybody? It's just your neighborhood angler, MoneyBass, out here about to do this thing we call Bass for Cash. Now, I get out here on a weekly basis on a kind of a, I took last week off, had a little bit of fun in the sun down in Florida, but we are back. We're gonna get out here, see how many fish we can come up on, and as I catch those fish, all you have to do is be a subscriber to the channel, guess the weight of the fish, and bam, just like that, you can walk away with a little cash for your pockets, all right? That's how we do this thing called Bass for Cash. It does not cost anything to participate. All that you have to do is be a subscriber to the channel. Want to give a big shout out to Chauncey Davis. He said he was like #1. Really appreciate that, sir. We have Drew tuning in. He says, oh boy, would hate to see our girl locked up. Did you guys see what I put in the comments? What's going on, Chef Boy? I'm just gonna wait for everybody to get tuned in. We're gonna do kind of a special edition today. We're gonna see what's going on with our girl AC. We're gonna see if you're gonna find her guilty. So we're gonna select the jury of our peers, meaning the money team. So if you're a member of the money team, you can possibly be a juror today to determine the innocent guilt or stay of execution for the one and only DQ Queen. So we're gonna have some fun with it today, guys. But of course, we got to get out here, catch about 2 or 3 fish. We're gonna be out here for a good time, not a long time. It's kind of hot out here today, but the weather is nice and lovely. It's beautiful out here, guys. So if you take a look around, see some nice blue skies, see some people out here on boats, jet skis, kayaks, paddle boards. Can you guys see the paddle board, kayak? What's going on, Paula? Have Paula tuning in. All right, so let's just get out here, get the equipment set up. All right, another thing to keep in mind, guys, this weekend I will be in a tournament on Lake Jackson. So if you guys want to catch some of that footage, I'll go live for you guys on Lake Jackson. We may do as we normally do, squeeze in a little Bass for Cash out there. Look at Chef Boy. He says, oh no, I'm black. He says, I'm back gray. Uh-oh. Did you lose your badge? What's going on, Gregory? He says, are you fishing on Lanier? That water looks blue. Oh yeah, I am definitely out here on Lake Lanier, guys. We'll be out here for a quick little minute. Let's just get everything set up. So yeah, last week, not this past weekend, but the weekend before that, I was in a tournament over at Clark's Hill. So had a little fun out there. Oh, appreciate it. Uh-huh. Oh, okay, well, yeah, you're out here doing it nice and simple with the kayak fishing. Don't have to worry about all those extra expenses. Yeah. I'm just doing this for the workout. Oh, okay. Fish finder would be nice. Yeah, it comes in handy. You catch some trappers out here today? Nah, just spotted bass. But I mean, I just got here, so I haven't even made the first cast yet. Oh, so you're trolling? Yeah. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'm gonna pull it around by the dam. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Right at that corner, and then over by the dam, I should catch them. Maybe get. What do you have on there? Right now, just how do they call those? Crank. A little crankbait or something? Yeah. Well, they look like the spinners, but they're like crank spinners or whatever. Have you seen those? I think I know what you're talking. No, you don't have to reel it in. I need to get it in. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. They call them bladed jigs or chatterbait. Yeah, I see a lot of people are taking them, but I've never used them before. What do you think? I normally throw them shallow, like yeah, shallow fishing. But yeah, I mean out here, if you're trying to catch stripers, you put on something like a Seville swim bait. You know those like jointed swim baits, things like that. Yeah, they'll come up and pop those things. Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, that'll probably work too because it has some nice flash on it.
I do a lot of fishing over on the other side of the dam.
Oh, okay, yeah, for a trout and stuff like that. Right, yeah, I used to do the same, yeah.
At least you always catching something as opposed to over here, man. I think I get skunked.
Yeah, it can be tough out here. But yeah, that'll probably work. I mean, yeah, especially if you're just trolling behind it, just go over like humps and points and stuff like that.
Yeah, just toss it, let it go, man.
Right, yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to block you, but
Oh, nah, you're fine. You're fine. I'm just out here recording some stuff. Be out here for about 2 hours and then I'm jetting.
Oh, right on. You got the phone rig going?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's better to go for a
Yeah, well, because I got tired of doing all that editing and stuff like that. So I just record everything live and go back and splice it up later if I want to.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah. Oh, trying to get those knots out? Oh, yeah, they'll get you. Oh, yeah, I see your line. I think your line is still out too, right? Uh-oh. Yeah, let me go around this way because I don't want to get it caught up in the... Oh, somebody probably hit it. Yeah, because they drive kind of crazy out through here sometimes. All right, you got it. Oh, appreciate it. Good luck to you too. All right. All right, Chauncey says he'll be on Lake St. Clair on Saturday. Okay, are you fishing a tournament? Is that a BFL? Chef Boy says tell him to say Wu-Tang next time before cutting you off. What's going on, Brian? The Fisherman Baker says, I thought you would be on Jackson Lake getting ready for Saturday. Nah, hey, nowadays, I don't even pre-fish anymore, guys. I just, once they tell me the lake, I just pretty much go out there and see what I can figure out once I get to the lake. All right, Chauncey, well, good luck out there on your BFL. So I don't know if you read the title of today's video, but if we get AC in here, get Whipstick, Chicken Hawk may even show up today, guys. We just don't know yet. See how many people we get in the chat today. If we don't get enough people in the chat today, then we'll what's it called? We'll postpone AC's court date. But if you guys may remember, but she went fishing, I think, a week or two ago. So hopefully we'll hear about that. See if she caught anything or not. See if she's gonna be found guilty of this impersonating an angler is gonna be held up in court. Oh my goodness. Boom, look who stepped in the room. Mask off is in here. Yeah, I think he's just here to try to take y'all money again. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh my goodness. It's looking kind of lovely out here today. I wonder if it is topwater season. All right, let's go ahead and get some of these things set up. We're gonna have some fun. Make sure you guys hit the man, turn this alarm off. Make sure you guys hit the like button on your way in, so that way once we get these fish to the boat, we won't be held up waiting for the algorithm to show us a little love. Let's see. So this is a new rod that I got. I think I caught a fish on this one of the last trips that we came out. But it doesn't hurt to catch another one, right? Mascot says, "Nah, I'm here to kick it with my fellow money bassins in the chat." What's going on, Kevin? Good to see you in the chat. Shout out to Texas Noob. He says, hear ye, where's the defendant? All right, you guys are easing on into the chat. It may take a little longer for us to get a few more people in the chat because, as you guys may have seen or unseen, I wasn't on, I was out of town last week, so didn't really put anything out there. So it may take a minute for people to get the notification that we are back live, back once again. So once we get the numbers up a little bit, then we'll see if AC is going to stop through. Whipstick may be stopping through. Chicken Hawk may stop through. We're going to pick some jury members, some jurors. Then we're going to hold this court proceedings today. See if somebody's out there impersonating an angler. They do say, hear ye, hear ye. Oh yeah, and don't forget, Bass for Cash is definitely active and full effect, guys. So I know the payout is a little more than usual. Let's see, guys. Because shout out to Texas Noob, and I believe, I can't remember who it was, the Outdoor King, I believe. They decided to put their winnings back into the pot. All right, guys, so we have a nice little school of fish out here. We're gonna see if we get these fish to come and play today. All right, so they are not coming out to play with that. So you guys know what I have to do. They're kind of suspended a little bit, but they did not even move for that bait. So I'm just kind of stopping here for a quick second just to see what type of reactions that we get. Then we're gonna move out to a few more places and see how the fish are, if they're getting active out here. And as soon as I get out here, wouldn't you know it, getting a spam phone call. But I don't want to talk to spam. Does anybody talk to spam? When spam calls, my caller ID would tell me, like, if it's a spam call. Sometimes it just says telemarketer on there. And it's like, nah, I don't think I feel like being telemarketed today. Triple T says, I'll talk to him. He says, I'll buy what they're selling. Tex Newt says, spasm gets the gas face. Spam gets the gas face. All right, let's ease on back out here, guys. Our first within our 3 casts. What's going on? We have Ellis tuning back in. Yeah, guys, so I went on a nice little vacation last week, so that's why I wasn't on live, but I still tried to drop a little short video or two for everybody. Now we got to see, guys, I haven't set the hook in about a week and a half, 2 weeks, something like that. See if I've lost the touch. Did I lose the touch? Will the bendation be sensational today? We are gonna find out. Chef Boy says, and ain't do no fishing. Shame on you. Oh yeah, they were asking me if I wanted to do some saltwater fishing, all that kind of stuff. I just wanted to kick back and relax and do nothing. Shout out to Chicken Hawk. He says, what in the bling blam is going on around here? Bendation is fabrication. That is a violation. Disrespecting the bendation is a violation, Chicken Hawk. It is not allowed. What's going on? We have Chef Tata checking in. Who is that? Terry C says hi to everybody. What's going on, Terry C? Good to see you back in the chat. Tyler says, what's going on? What's going on, Tyler? Chicken Hawk says, catching a .79 dink on extra light pole does not bendation makes. That is correct. That's why I tell you to quit fishing like that. We might have to be bringing Chicken Hawk up on charges next for impersonating an angler. We have Bass Sniper. We're gonna be out here sniping a bass or two. So right now we're throwing a shaky head out here on Lake Lanier doing this thing called Bass for Cash, guys. Get out here on a weekly basis for a little fun and conversation. Has anybody else been doing any fishing, any tournaments? Give me an update, guys. Like I said, I was gone last week, so I didn't get caught up on everything. Texas Noob said there's room. He said there's room in the court for a Chicken Hawk too. Oh yeah, Chicken Hawk. We may have to bring you up on charges too. Chicken Hawk said, I think we're gonna have to rename this channel to Cast Nation. Hey, Chef Boy, do not entertain that type of behavior. Chef Boy said, Cash Nation is crazy. Bass Sniper says, yes, I live in Louisiana and got 5th place in my junior division for tournaments out of 50 people. All right, that's a great finish right there. Fisherman Dog says, blew my chance on $100,000 last weekend at Grand Lake. Had it hooked right by the boat and it came off. So was that 100 grand for the to win the tournament, or what kind of event was that? Jody says, show me some bendation. All right, let's go ahead and get some bendation going on. Fish for Dog says big bass tournament, 6.55 won it. Okay. It's a nice catch. Bass Sniper says your favorite lake is Toledo. Hey, Chicken Hawk, I don't know what you talking about in this chat. Terry C said all the story of the one that got away cost me $100,000. $100,000. That's a nice little chunk of change. Yeah, I see a few fish out here. We're gonna bounce around a little bit. We're just gonna move around until we get to some that are active. So this time of year, finding the fish isn't really the problem. It's just finding ones that are active and that you can get to bite right away. Let's go ahead and make about a 55-foot cast out there. Kablam! Right where it needed to be when it needed to be there. We have Big Rock tuning in. Says happy Wednesday, everyone. Chicken Hawk, have you heard from Whipstick? Let's see if we can reach out to Whipstick. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh my goodness, guys. That one right there. Oh my goodness. We had one on, guys, and it twisted me up and it won that battle. So that's fish 1, MoneyBass 0. Now we have to retie and everything. Now I got to go back for some revenge on that one. It's time for some revenge. All right, so I like throwing this on 12-pound fluorocarbon line because, as you see, I like casting directly into cover and things with my shaky head bait, guys. And what I use is an Alberto knot. So that fish got away with the line, the bait, and everything. One, two, three. Let's redo that. All right, first fish of the day was I lost the battle, guys. We're back at it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get that nut nice and tight. Chicken Hawk said, false bite sensation. I see false bite sensation is kicking in early. That was definitely not false bite sensation, sir. Did you hear from Whipstick? So what we're gonna do, guys, is get the first fish to the boat, and then we're gonna start this trial by jury. But we gotta get the defendant in the courtroom first. And then what I'm gonna do is we're gonna pick 5 teams. So if you are a member of the channel, you have a badge next to your name, we're gonna pick from you guys and see who's gonna be on the jury. I don't know, Chicken Hawk may be the judge. And then we're gonna see if there's anyone in here that wants to be a witness or anything like that. So we'll see. We'll have some fun with it, guys. But it's a lot on the line. AC was accused of impersonating an angler. All right, let's put a little stank on it, and then we're gonna get to it. What's going on, Carson? All right, here we go, guys. What do we have here? Uh-oh, somebody must have mentioned something about New Orleans in the chat. Guys, I see Chicken Hawk in here talking about who that. Texas Newt says, how you call a judge that is a suspect? I didn't think about that, Texas Newt. Yeah, he might need to be brought up on charges eventually, too. Tyler said, does AC trial start today? Yeah, we're just waiting for Whipstick to tune in, waiting for AC to tune in. All right, we got him, guys. Where's Chicken Hawk at? Chicken Hawk, what were you saying? Do you see this right here? That is called bendation. The bendation is sensational once again. Oh my goodness, he's trying to be a fighter. He has a little bit of a fight to him. Do you see him trying to hold me in place? Let's see if we can go ahead and do. Should we flip him in the chat? Put flip him or net him. Should I flip him or net him, guys? I haven't seen him yet. Let's see, should we flip him or net him? Let me see. Can you see him down there? There he goes. Can you guys see him? We're gonna go ahead and flip him. We're gonna flip him, guys. Boom! Right in that mouthpiece. Pie-yow. Just like that. Just like that. There we go. Now look at that, guys. I want you guys to take note. Chicken Hawk says that this fish right here is 0.79 pounds at best. Do you see that? That's why Chicken Hawk is always losing. And remember, this thing called Bass for Cash. All you have to do is be a subscriber to the channel and guess the weight of this fish. And you can walk away with a nice cash prize, guys. Just that quick and simple. It does not cost a thing to participate. Now, Chicken Hawk said this fish weighs 0.79 pounds. Let's go ahead and put him on this measuring board and take a look. This fish is just under 15. Do you see that? It's about 14 and a half, 14 3/4, something like that. But you can guess 0.79 if you want to, Chicken Hawk. You can guess it if you want to. All right, let's go ahead and put this fish on the other side of the live well because that side definitely needs to be cleaned out from the last tournament. All right, so there we go, guys. Fish number one. Bam, just like that. I told you guys we were gonna get them. You wanna get another one? Or you guys want me to go ahead and move to another location? And like I said, as soon as we get AC in the chat, we're gonna start talking about this impersonating an angler situation that we have going on. Chef Boy said, last one was 0.89 last time he fished. Chef Boy, I don't know why you bringing up old stuff. And I don't even know if that's true or not. I do not remember that. I can neither confirm nor deny that something like that may have happened. Let's ease on back out here. So yeah, so that other one, just another, what is that? YouTube channel says, my guess is 1.71. All right, we'll see in just a minute. Carson says 1 pound 7 ounces. Uh-oh, wait a minute. If you see something, say something. I'm just gonna let it marinate for just a quick second to see who sees something. If you see something, say something. Does anybody see something? Uh-oh, we have Beards and Bass back in the chat. He sees something. Beards and Bass is like, oh yeah, I see it. Does anybody else see something? Somebody, anybody, everybody. Let's go ahead and make another cast out there, guys. See if we can make it do what it do once again. Shout out to Chef Boy. Chef Boy says, I see it. Delta Bass sees it. Big shout out to Fish Forever Life. Oh my goodness, says, yo, say bendation. Y'all love like, sub, comment, share. What's wrong with y'all? Oh, are my likes looking ugly? Are my likes looking bad? I need everybody to put FFL in the chat. I always give credit where credit is due. Really appreciate that, sir. And what that means is that Fish Forever Life is the current sponsor of today's live stream. Whoever gives the largest super chat, super sticker, or show of support for the chat and the channel by giving those gifted memberships, they are the sponsor of this live stream because this channel is supported by you guys, the viewers, subscribers, and people just slide through every once in a while to see what's going on over here in this channel. Man, look at all the love in the chat. Really appreciate that. Shout out to Carson, Carl, just another YouTube channel, Big Rock. Everybody shouting out FFL. Really appreciate that. JF Sports says, have you caught anything? How did JF tune in right after we went ahead and showed him a little bit of bendation? Who was that put an order in for some bendation? Was that Jody a little earlier? Said, I came here for the bendation. Was that Jody? Fish Forever Life says, man, I've been inspired. He said the bendation is sensational. It kind of inspired me. Well, good deal, good deal. What are you going to do with this inspiration? All right, that may be a one and done situation here, guys. Let's see. I'm gonna make one more cast. You know how that goes. Gonna make one more cast, and then we're gonna ease on and go to another spot. But we do have some money in the live well, guys. We do have some money in that live well right now. All you have to do is be a subscriber to the channel, guess the weight of that fish, and bam, just like that. Just like that, you can walk away with some cash for your pocket. Real Me says, what is the setup? I'm fishing let's see, what is this? This is a 7-foot 1-inch medium spinning rod. I have a Lew's Mach 2 reel, nothing expensive. Throwing that on 20-pound high vis yellow braid. And that is tied using an Alberto knot to about 15 to 20 feet of a leader. And that leader is 12-pound fluorocarbon. So that's my current setup for my shaky head. Chef Boy says gonna launch a brand of hoagie buns called the Bendations. You said, what hook do I use? It's a spot remover, a spot sticker, something like that. And then I use something called Davis lures, jig heads. Just depends on the type of shaky head that I'm throwing. Out here enjoying a nice, beautiful day. Is Chicken Hawk still in the chat? Man, what I really can't wait for, guys, is to get this top water bite going. That's what I want to see. Because that way, you guys will actually see the bait coming across the top of the water out there, and boom, you'll see the explosions from the fish. So they're kind of schooling up. Let's go ahead and, well, I said one more cast, huh? Did I say one more cast? I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Ella says, how did I do on Clark's Hill? What did I do on Clark's Hill? Go to FishXLive.com and just search for the tournament. What did I do? I think I had 5 fish day 1. Day 2, I had 3 fish, I believe. Day 2, I went ahead and stuck with the program and just went after the bigger fish. I was throwing like a big jig, a 3/4 ounce jig. I was throwing an A-rig a little bit. So I was kind of trying to stick to the script. Chef Boy said Captain Hooks. Don't listen to that real me. I do not know what a Captain Hook is unless he's talking about Peter Pan. I do not use something called Captain Hooks. Shout out to Squiggly Lines in the chat. Says hi. Fish Forever Life says, do you think high vis line works for you? Oh yeah, it definitely works for me. One of the main reasons I use that is just take a look now. Can you see the line down there on the water? So I fish out in deep water a lot. 20, 30, 40, 50 feet of water. So whenever I make my cast, I can let that line drop down there. And whenever that line stops moving, then I know my bait is on the bottom. The other thing it helps with is using braid, at least as a main leader line, as far as whenever you have to retie for break-offs. If you're using, if you're not using braid, you're just using straight fluoro or mono or whatever you use. As your line gets shorter and shorter, eventually you're gonna have to change out the line on the entire spool. But the way, oh man, you know what, guys? I'm gonna throw this jig today too. Maybe I'll start off on this jig on my next, the next spot we go to. But before we do that, let me just go ahead and throw it out here one time just to see how far it'll cast. Oh yeah, oh my goodness. That gets a good amount of distance. All right, so day 2, guys. Chappie says, is the deep water why you use such a long leader line? Yeah, so this water is very, very clear. So you can, the visibility on here for a person may be like 15 to 20 feet. So a fish can definitely see the baits for a longer distance than that. So for me, and because I use that high vis yellow line, I want to definitely make sure I get that braid way out of sight of the bait for the fish. All right, we're just gonna ease on to another location. Like I said, guys, we're gonna be out here for a good time, not a long time. It's not really that hot out here anymore like it was whenever I first came out. All right, let's take a look around and see what else we can see, guys. See if we can get something on this jig today. What's going on? We got Blastered back in the chat. Look at him, looking all nice and blue with that badge next to him. All right, so we got a little bit of coloration going on there. Let's put a little stank on it. Man, a jig used to be one of my, as much as you guys see me throwing the shaky head a lot now, it used to be the jig was my main bait that I threw. But somewhere along the, and actually, you know, I might need to start back doing that. But somewhere along the lines, one of the things that I started doing was fishing for points versus fishing for bigger fish. So since I'm not really fishing for points anymore and really focusing on bigger fish during tournaments, then I might start back throwing the jig a little more. Fish Forever Life says, share it with y'all's girlfriends, boyfriends, grandpas, and grandmas. Oh, goodness. Blaster says, put some stank on it. What's going on, C219 Troll, back in the chat? And what did I run up on? Let's see. If you see something, say something, and I saw something. I saw it for a quick second, and then it was gone. There it goes. Let's see, what is it? Let's just drag a jig through there and see. Oh, man, I love this, the way that this casts right here, guys. Nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. Big Rock says, get that 3-pounder on a jig. We can make it happen. Right now, it's coming through some grass, though. Grass feels kind of good. It would be nice to have a nice jig bite. No, come on, C219. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Are you serious? C219 Troll says caught a 7.25 pound largemouth last week. What lake? What lake was it? And come on, man. Are you joking or are you being serious? Don't hurt my feelings like that, man. Don't do it to me. What lake was that on? Clark's Hill? No. What did you catch it on? Put the details in the chat. I'm done with Clark's Hill for this season. We're not going to be back there again until next year. Oh, no. Say it ain't so. Are you being serious? Terry C says, a friend of mine went to New Zealand a couple of weeks ago and caught a 32-pound brown trout. Wow, okay. C2 that is messed up, man. That is so messed up. I can't believe you do that to me, man. You got me, though. You got me, because my feelings were hurt. I was like, how could that possibly have happened? But, before I was live, I did have something huge on. I can just put it like that, because I never did see it. But when I set the hook on it, that thing drag, and it pulled me down into the brush pile that I was fishing. And I couldn't get it back out, and it broke me off. Fish Forever Life says, I want to see that scale, C219. That is messed that is so messed up. All right, there we go. We got a good cast, guys. Man, I can't believe it. He said, C219 says, wouldn't that be funny if I caught one crappie fishing? No, it would not. Not right now. Not so close since the time I was there. You know, I was out there hunting for a 7-pounder. Man, that grass down there. Let's see if I can get past this grass. We're gonna fish this one slow all the way back to the boat. We have Basser fishing. What's going on? Good to see you in the chat. Fish Forever Life. Did you know Basser fishing? I see you shouting them out in the chat. We have Tony 450 says, Money, do you ever drag a wobblehead and crawl across the flats and points in late spring and early summer? Believe it or not, Tony 450, the fish that I was telling you guys about at Clark's Hill, I was throwing a Magnum trick worm on a wobblehead, on a wobble jig head. And when that fish hit it, I didn't have a chance. I had the same finesse line that I have on that I fished with at Lanier, that 20-pound. Oh, I think I may have got hung up, guys. Let's see, it felt like a fish pulled it, but maybe it was moving over something. But I had the, what was I saying? Oh yeah, when that fish hit, I had no chance because I had 12-pound fluorocarbon on there, and I probably needed something like 20 because I was in some very deep water for one. And whatever it was big, and it just pulled drag immediately and wrapped me up, so I didn't even have a chance to fight the fish. Come on, man, don't take my jig. I just set the jig up. Got it all nice and pretty. Oh no, and I can tell I'm gonna lose it. Let's see if maybe I can bend the hook on it. Let's see if I pull it slow. I don't think so. Nope, I lost that battle, guys. And I don't feel like retying, so you know what I'm gonna go back to. The shaky head, but look what else I'm gonna throw, guys. I'm gonna throw that crankbait in just a minute too. Let's go ahead and move to another spot. Tony 450 says it's a great technique when facing pressured fish. Okay. All right, I guess I'll tie my jig back on, guys. I haven't caught a fish on a jig in a while, so we'll go ahead and tie that back on. Tie it back on. And also, let's get at least one of my top water lures ready, just in case those fish start coming up and hitting on top. So we'll get that one ready, and then we'll retie this jig. Oh, and guess what? I have one already sitting down here. Just in case I broke off during the tournament, I already had another one sitting on the deck. So this one is does anybody know what these small, Bitsy bug, that's it. You know, I made a video about my full setup on this Bitsy bug, and that video took off like crazy. Forgot how many views that thing got, but a lot of people liked that video. But yeah, I used to throw a bitsy bug a lot. A bitsy bug, and then I'd go a little bit, but I'd throw the quarter ounce bitsy bug. And then I would throw some other jigs that were just a little bit bigger than that. But I always liked the smaller size jigs. All right, and once again, let's put a little stank on it. Now, if I catch a few fish on throwing this bitsy bug jig, I'll start back getting these again. Because like I was saying, guys, I do want to get back into throwing jigs a little more often. Put a little stank on it. Make him come and sniff on it just a little bit. All right, let's just ease on to another spot real quick. What's going on, Mike Harris? Fishing Forever Life says, do you believe pinching your hooks? What do you mean, like kind of bending the hooks in? I do not do that. What's going on, Slimmy? Is that Slimmy or Slimy? I guess Slimmy, right? So today we're pretty much going after spotted bass. We have one in the live well. We're waiting to see if the DQ Queen is going to show up today. She might not show up because she saw that I put that she's going to be going on trial. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Out. If you see something, say something. In the chat, if you see something, say something. I know at least one person sees it because they already hit him with a like. Does somebody else see something? If you see it, you have to say it. Shout out to Delta Bass. Delta Bass is like, hey, I put my eyeballs on something. I see something out there. Derry says, I see it. Blaster says, I wonder how things went with AC. Oh, yeah, I'm trying to see if she's going to come in the chat so she can tell us about her fishing adventure. Does anybody else see something? Shout out to Blaster. Blaster sees something. Brad said, where's he at? Is he catching anything? Where's he at? So we're out here on Lake Lanier doing this thing called Bass for Cash. I get out here on a weekly basis, try to have a little fun with it, guys. And gals, of course. Let's see if I can see something. See if we can catch us a jig fish today. Cast a little too smooth. Just need to tighten it up a little bit. Shout out to Fishing for Life. Slid on in and hit the channel with that 2-piece. Hit me with the $2 bill. And what does he say? He says, stank good. You believe pinching your hooks. Do I believe pinching my hooks? So I think you're talking about when people do that when they're pre-fishing so that they don't stick the fish. So I don't do that. If I'm pre-fishing and I'm fishing, I will go ahead and catch a fish or two just so I can see how big those fish are, see the size of the fish at that location. So that's pretty much how I roll. Delta Bass says 13 fishing. Yeah, so that reel, that's a Concept Z, I believe is the name of it. 13 fishing reel. All right, got that cast right where I needed it to be when I needed to be there. And let's see. Let's see if those fish want some jig action. The Holy Mackerel, what's going on? Good to see you in the chat. Holy Mackerel. Holy Mackerel, Batman. Blaster says, sounds like an expensive reel. I don't know. Somebody look it up real quick. It's a Concept. Can you see it? Concept Z. Concept Z fishing reel. Somebody look it up and see how much that reel costs. What's going on? Is that Bryken? Collins says, where are you fishing at? I'm fishing out here on Lake Lanier in Georgia. Lake Lanier, Georgia. Mike Young says, $20 Amazon special. Could be. All right, now we're trying to see if we can get us a jig fish. We do have a fish in the live well. We have Rude checking in. Good to see you back in the chat. Man, it would be nice to go ahead and pop one in the mouthpiece with this jig. I caught a pretty nice one on Clark's Hill on a 3/4 ounce jig, guys. Dual Reel says, what's the biggest fish you've caught? J Neptune says, what kind of gear? The gear ratio is 7:3 to 1 on this one. I have another one that's 8. Like an 8 gear ratio reel. 2450 says the 13 fishing Concept Z is $275. Oh my God. That's just for one reel. Well, I'm glad I bought mine from a friend of mine. But yeah, I definitely like these reels. I have a few of them. Go ahead and just pull off of this point a little bit. Reposition the boat. Blaster says, told you, expensive. White says, dang, I live about 4 hours, 15 minutes from Lake Lanier. Because you live in South Georgia. So what's the closest lake to you? Lake West Point? Blair says, any luck? We have one in the live well. We'll be weighing shortly. See if anybody can walk away with any of this cash. Now remember, guys, it does not cost anything to participate in this thing we call Bass for Cash. All that you have to do is be a subscriber to the channel. And once I take that fish out of the live well back there, I'll put it on a measuring board, let you guys get a good look at it. See, so you can see how big you think that fish is. If you are a subscriber and you guess the exact weight of the fish, bam, just like that, you can walk away with a nice cash prize, all right? So that is how we do it. That is how we do this thing called Bass for Cash. Just quick and simple. Oh, my goodness. Do you guys see who is in the chat? Do you see who is in the chat? Shout out to AC. How you doing, AC? How you doing today? You having a good day? Everything going pretty good? Feeling good? Living good? You living life right? The chat's been asking about you. AC says, I see the name. So you see the title of today's live stream. Is that what you're saying? Uh-oh. I think she already knows, guys. What is the title? Can somebody look and tell me what the title of the today's live stream is? Is there something in the title that's a little different, that kind of stands out, that you think AC may be referring to? Does anybody see it? Blaster says DQ Queen and Fishing Empress. Does anybody, can somebody help me out? What is in the title of today's live stream? Does anybody see it? Wyatt says his closest lake is Lake Blackshear. What's going on, Noah? Noah said, it says live jury trial. What could that possibly mean? What could that possibly mean? AC, do you have your counsel with you? Because you have a right to representation. And where's Whipstick at? Edwin says live jury. Oh my goodness. Texas Noob says live jury trial for someone. Who could it be? Alexandria says didn't come on purpose. That is messed up, AC. You were hiding from the chat. That is messed up. They're like, let's go ahead and get this show on the road. So where's Whipstick at? Where is Whipstick? Is he going to be part of this shindig for today? Where is Whipstick? Chef Boy said, wow. All right, let's see. AC says he's on the phone. Okay, can't be on the phone. Oh, my goodness. So he might miss it. All right, so in the chat, members of the money team that have a badge right next to their name. Oh, AC said he gets off at 4 p.m. Okay, so in about 9 minutes. Texas Noob said he's out getting bail money. All right, guys, so at 4 p.m., we're going to see if Whipstick can join in, because he may be a witness to see if this is going to be, I mean, yeah, she may need to call Whipstick to stand. He got subpoenaed. Chef, boy, you coming to the stand too? All right, so what we're gonna need is we're gonna need 5 jurors. So if you are a Money Team member and you want to be on the jury, just type jury in the chat. Jury. Let's see who wants to be on the jury. A juror. How about that? Jay says, is that salt water? No, sir, it is not. We are out here fishing Lake Lanier. This is a... All right, let's see who we have. Blasted is on the jury. Tony 450 and Big Rock. Cameron, you don't have your badge. Where's your badge at? So we have 3 jurors. We have Blaster, Tony 450, and Big Rock. Chef Boy says, I'm biased for the defense. All right, we need 2 more jurors. Big Rock, Tony 450, and Blaster. Because these are some serious charges, guys. The charge is impersonating an angler. The charge was and I can't remember what brought these charges about. Was it that someone accused AC of never catching a fish? Is that what had happened? The burning season just says guilty. Burning season, we haven't even started the trial yet. Oh my goodness. The burning season says must be, we talking about money. Oh no. Tyler said, not even a bluegill? I think it's not even a bluegill. So like I said, these are some serious allegations. Brian said, do we have any in the box? We have 1 in there. AC, are you in the chat? AC, are you there? I know we're just talking about you like you're not here, but the chat wanted to know how much this fish in the live well is worth. What is the payout right now? AC said, wow. Blaster says, what impersonated an angler? Unheard of. Tyler said AC is on the run. Oh, man. Burning Season says, Chicken Hawk is guilty of dodging the smoke. He said he got some smoke for Chicken Hawk. Chef Boy says, Hershey caught a couple of turtles. Oh, man. Not the turtle. She didn't catch a little ninja turtle, did she? All right, we're going to fish this jig in nice and slow, and then we're going to ease on out to another location. AC says, I'm here. She said, I'm here. I can hear you talking about me. So the chat wants to know what the payout is. I'm going to show them this fish. Oh, my goodness, guys. We got a nice one on this jig. This bendation is sensational. Oh, my God. This is oh, my goodness, guys. It's trying to pull drag, but it can't because I have my drag locked down. But goodness gracious, do you see that? Do you see that? What is this? Oh, my goodness, guys. The bendation is sensational. I need to loosen up my drag a little bit. Oh, my goodness. Okay, there we go. Let's give him a little drag. I'm going to definitely need to get the net for this one. I can't tell how big it is, but we got a nice jig fish, guys. Oh, my goodness. Can I get the net open? Can I get the fish to the boat? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, come on, baby. Come on, baby. We got the spot lock on. There it goes right there, guys. Do you see it? Oh, my goodness. And it's a good one. It's a good one, guys. It's hurting my wrist. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on. Ooh. Oh, my God. Do you see what I see? Look at the head on it. Look at the head on it. This fish is like, I'm not fat, Money Bass. I just got big bones. I'm big boned it, Money Bass. Look at that girth on this thing. And look at that jig. Look at that hook right in the side of that mouthpiece. Let's go ahead and get a better angle on here for you guys out of the sun. Oh my God. Look at that. Can you see the jig right on that mouthpiece? Kapow. Tyler said thicky thick. All right, let's take a look, guys. Look at the hookup. Look at the hookup. Do you see that? Just right there in the side of the mouth, right where it needed to be. Bam. Look at that. Do you see the jig action on that? Oh yeah, and she got some weight on her. She's like, MoneyBass, don't talk about my weight in front of all these people. You're gonna embarrass me, MoneyBass. Now let me just show you something, guys. Let's just take a look at the size difference. Bam. So we got keeper number 1 over here. We haven't even been out here that long, guys. But let's take a look. Can you see the size difference between those two fish? Oh my goodness, she's girthy. She's girthy. Bendation leads to girthification. Do you see what I see right there? Oh my God. Let's go ahead and put a coil tag on it. But she was like, oh yeah, give me that jig. She tried to jack me. She tried to jack me, guys. It wasn't a car jack. I didn't get car jacked. I almost got boat jacked on that one. Let's get back out there. Oh yeah, guys, look. Could you see the bendation on that? It was sensational. This is a 710 extra heavy. 710 extra heavy. Now, she was a fighter. Look at that. That little bitty bitsy bug jig caught that big fish. Let's get it back out there one more again. Man, this thing casts so smooth and feels so good. It feels good, guys. All right, let's see. What did I miss in the chat? Oh, my God, guys. Do you see Tyler? Do you see what Chicken Hawk put? Now, Tyler knows the deal. He said bendation leads to girthification. That is right. He knows the deal. But Chicken Hawk has slid in here, said 1.25 pounds if I'm lucky. Do you believe this, guys? Do you believe that? Texas Newt says, Money, what did the jig say when it hit that mouthpiece? I don't know. What did it say? Getting jiggy with it? I don't know. What did it say, Texas Newt? Chicken Hawk said, and most dinks have a hard time pulling drag. All right, guys. Now, remember, whenever we are opening up the scales for Bass for Cash, Chicken Hawk always guesses too small. Always. His guess is always too small. You see, he said that fish weighs 1.25 pounds. If you ever find yourself guessing the same weight or less than Chicken Hawk, you might as well not even guess, because you just gave that money away. Dan says, what lake is this? I'm out here on Lake Lanier in Georgia. Out here having a good time. Nikki says, nice rod, bro. Brian says, Hawk has on some beer goggles. I don't even think beer goggles would help Chicken Hawk. Let me see. Let me get my drag set good on here. That's decent enough. It's decent enough. Oh yeah, but that fish was a fighter. It was definitely a fighter. I did not even feel the tappy tap on that one. That fish was like, hey, I'm not for play. Let's go ahead and get it back up there again. That fish was like, hey, this ain't for play. I'm gonna take this rod out your hand. Chicken Hawk says, you know you stamped that on the rod, sir. Big B says, have you caught anything yet? Yes, sir, we have. All right, AC, what is the payout for these fine folks for today for Bass for Cash? Let's go ahead and get that done. And then we're waiting for Whipstick to come and join in on the fun. And then I think we need 2 more jurors. Blaster says, I learned that early on. Always add to Chicken Hawk's guess. Texas Newt said, is that the same reel that was making that noise? So it's one just like it. I don't know, I may have like 4 or 5 of these reels. So that one that's making that noise is one that I use a lot on my top water bait. Worm Buffet says, "Do you need a worm?" Well, hey, I do need a worm. I'd gladly pay you Tuesday for one nice Magnum trick worm today. AC says it's resetting to $20 since she's on trial. Oh no, chat. Do you see what has happened? AC is a little salty that you guys have brought her up on charges. Oh my goodness. She says she is dropping you guys back down to $20 for the payout. And I hate to ask this next question. How many likes do we need to weigh that first fish, AC? How many likes do they need? AC says she is only going to pay out $20. What does Blaster say? Let's see. What am I missing in the chat? Tyler said, that's dirty. Resetting it to 20. Shout out to Nikki. She said, you're the best. All right, AC said, okay. She said she'll go ahead and hit the subscribers up with a $100 bill. Oh, my goodness. And 120 to the members of the channel. All right, that payout is still nice and lovely. Texas Nuke said 1,000 likes. Delta Bass says 75. We're at 52 likes, AC. How many likes do these fine folks need? William said going fishing instead of just wishing. All right, so we got 2 in the boat, guys. We may make one more cast here, and then we'll ease on off to another little spot and check out a few things. Oh, yeah, that jig bite was sensational. I know what I want to do. There's someplace I want to go and test out this jig bite because I love it. I think I told you guys earlier that the jig, throwing a jig used to be my main thing. It's my main thing. It makes me feel all right. It makes my heart sing. Yeah, that jig used to put in some work for me, but you guys, have you seen this? My shaky head kind of took over for a while. Once I started fishing for points versus just going after big fish, I started throwing that shaky head a lot more because obviously you catch more numbers on that shaky head, but you can also still catch some big fish. I mean, one tournament, I caught like 3 4+ pounders throwing that shaky head. Caught them all on the shaky head. But then you can also catch a bunch of 12 inchers and things like that. On the jig, you can still catch some smaller fish, but a lot of times, like you guys just saw, you have a good chance of hooking into a decent sized fish. Now let's take a look at these fish one more again. Look at her. Her back is just big. Have you heard of big back before? She's big back. She's big boned. Look at the head on her. Let's just pull her out and compare her to this other one. Remember that song when they would say, I always wanted a brother just like you? Anybody remember that? Anybody know what that song is from? I always wanted a brother just like you. There we go. Check it out. Do you see the comparison? Do you see that? Look at the head on her. All right, there we go. So we have 2 in the live well, guys. We've been out here for not a long time, but definitely a good time. But I have another area that I want to go check out since we're throwing a jig today. Blaster said the jig is up. Did AC tell us how many likes you guys needed? She said 75 likes. Oh man, AC is being ruthless today. She said we need 75 likes. And then we'll go ahead and weigh that fish and see if anybody walks away with the cash. But guys, think about this though. That one fish can win somebody $120 today. Now, AC, I remember Fishing for Dollars threw a little something in there too. So I think the Outdoor King put in, was it 65? Fishing for Dollars threw in another 15, so that put it at 80. So yeah, so then shout out to SWAT Lawn Operations, threw in that $20 bill for you guys. That is right. Shout out to AC. She knows the numbers. All right, so now there's a spot I want to go to, guys, and see if I can get these fish to hit this jig. All right, let's see, what did I miss? What did I miss? Chess, let's get them likes up. All right, yeah, she said 75 likes, guys. How many more likes do you guys need? All right, Burning Season, go ahead and talk to Chicken Hawk. I think he's in the chat. All right, so we're gonna be throwing this jig a little more today. And let me show you guys a little trick of the trade that I like to do with these jigs. So on this lake, have you guys ever caught a fish that has a craw in its mouth? And they have like a little bit of green pumpkin color to it. And then they also have kind of like an orange color on their claws. So that's what I use this methylate. So I just kind of move it around to the top of the lid. And what I'll do is I'll just put a little bit of that orange on here. A little bit of that methylate. I just kind of move it around on there a little bit like that. And just get it in a few of the areas before it dries up. It dries up pretty quick. So let's do it again. Oh, shoot. No. That's one of the things you definitely have to be careful for. I can't believe I just did that. Definitely have to get that out of the carpet later, huh? All right, let's see. There we go. So now it has a little bit of that orange on there. Let's put this stuff up because now I have it on my hands. Ah! All right, let's see if I can get some of this stuff off of here. So when that stuff gets on your carpet and stuff like that, you can use, I forgot what that product is called, to clean it off, but it eventually just kind of fade off too. But look at that, guys, this stuff is ugly. It's all on my hands. But luckily, I have a cloth right up here that I can use to clean that off. Use this cloth right here. Uh-oh, shout out to Whipstick. Whipstick is tuned in. He said, what's good? Whipstick, did you see the title of today's live stream? Did you see the title? Chef Boy says, am I back money green? No, sir. You're not back yet, Chef Boy. You don't have your badge yet. What happened? Man, look at that Whipstick. I just spilled methylate all over my hand. Wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. All right, Whipstick, did you see the title of today's live stream? We need 75 likes, guys. 75 likes, and then we're gonna weigh these fish and see if anybody's gonna walk away with a $100 bill. Now, what I would suggest is that if you have some friends or somebody, let's say you didn't win, let's say you guessed and you didn't win, who would you want to win? You need to reach out to some of your family and your friends, because from what I hear, things are kind of tight nowadays. And a $100 bill from Bass for Cash could come in very handy for a lot of people. You don't even have to be into fishing. All you have to be into is just having a little fun, right? As long as you are into having some fun, good fun and conversation, you can ease on over here and participate in this thing we call Bass for Cash. Blaster says, Go Joe Cleaner might work. Yeah, it's something else. I can't remember the name of it right now. Blaster says, I see 60 likes. We need 12 more likes. Okay, you guys are moving. You're getting those likes up pretty fast. Once you get those likes up, we're going to see if somebody's going to walk away with a $100 bill. So like I said, what I would suggest is if there's somebody that you know, you might want to reach out and tell them that there's up to $120 up for grabs. And all they have to do is subscribe to the channel and guess the weight of one of those fish. So you already have 2 chances to win because there are 2 fish in the live well. But membership does have its privileges. The members of the channel, remember, it doesn't cost anything. You do not have to be a member to participate. But if you are a member, you get 2 guesses per fish. So that means you have twice the chance to win. So you actually have 4 chances to win because you get 2 guesses per fish. See how that works? Nice and easy. We're gonna ease on over here, see if we can locate some fish that might want to bite on this this jig. What's going on, Trina? We have Trina tuning in. We need 11 more likes, guys. Only 11 more likes to see if somebody's gonna walk away with some of this cash for one of those bass. Whipstick says, gonna reach out to the DQ queen and let her know it's time to walk the green mile. Oh my goodness. All right, so is Chicken Hawk still in the chat? I want Chicken Hawk, Whipstick, and AC to all be in the chat whenever we get this started, because there's something I want to read to everybody first. There's something I want to read to everybody. Chicken Hawk says, I have to run, but my guesses are 0.98 and 1.49. Oh, my goodness. Texas Noob, do you see what Chicken Hawk's guesses are? Do you see what his... All right, so Chicken Hawk says he has to run, but I'm looking for Whipstick and AC. As soon as I see Whipstick and AC both say they are here, then we're gonna go ahead and get this thing started, guys. We are having a live jury trial. We have Blaster. Who were the 3 jurors that we had so far? We had Blaster. Was it Texas Noob? Were you a juror too? Big Rock. Okay, so it's Blaster, Big Rock. Man, let me get my top water ready just in case. If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Oh, 2450 Blaster, Big Rock. All right, Texas Noob, are you a juror? We need 2 more members of the jury. Who else is a member of the money team that wants to be a juror? 2450, Big Rock, Blaster, Whipstick says, watch your back, Whipstick. Oh, goodness. Chicken Hawk says, watch your back, Whipstick fishing. Word on the street that they may swoop you up in the sting and put you on trial. Just, oh, no, Whipstick. He's saying they might put you on trial for being impersonating an angler, too. Chicken Hawk said he knows what's been happening to you out there on these lakes. Chef Boy says, I'm back and I finally got my 6. Oh, Rogers Family Outdoors says he lost his membership yesterday. He no longer has his badge. Shout out to Kevin Two Fishes. All right, so Whipstick is back in the chat. I'm just waiting for Whipstick to say here and AC to say here. And remember, guys, we only need 13. No, we need 8 more likes, and then we're going to weigh that first fish, guys. Rogers Family Outdoors, what you gonna do when we weigh those fish? It's just not gonna be the same if you don't have your badge. It doesn't cost a thing to participate, but hey, it sure does make it a lot more fun when you have more chances to win, right? Shout out to Dottie. Welcome to the Money Team. We have Dottie hitting us back and becoming a member one more again. Everybody, all the members of the Money Team, give a big warm welcome to Dottie. Back once again, tuning in as a member of the Money Team. Alex says you're taking your Mega Live out. You just got to get out on the water. More time on the water. Mascot says Lottie Dottie. Chef Boy said Lottie Dottie in the building. Shout out to Dottie, everybody. And we need 7 more likes. 7 more likes, and then we're going to weigh that first fish. And did anybody see Whipstick and AC in the chat yet? Man, there's a $100 bill up for grabs right now. Shout out to Chaos Goat. We have the goat in the house. Uh-oh, Texas Noob said there's a bench warrant out for Chicken Hawk. Chicken Hawk may have been impersonating an angler too. Alex says, do I have any recommendations for the settings? Just search on YouTube, MoneyBass Mega Live settings. And then search MoneyBass Mega Live bait tracking on YouTube. I have a lot of videos out there to help you out with your setup and everything, where I track bait, show my settings, all of that good stuff. All right, AC says she's there and she's driving. Okay, Whipstick says Whipstick in the chat. All right, guys, and we're still waiting for, we just need 4 more likes. And while we're waiting on that, let's go ahead and get this jury trial underway. All right, so the charge, as you guys see, let me just say the name properly. Alexandria Corbett is in the chat, also known as the DQ Queen. She is currently on trial for impersonating an angler, guys. That is what she has been charged with. And she was brought up on these charges because someone mentioned that the DQ Queen has never caught a fish. So DQ Queen, the first question, well, first, let's go ahead and let everybody know what is going on. So that is the gist of it. She has been brought up on charges of impersonating an angler. Someone accused her of never catching a fish. Blaster says, hear ye, hear ye. All right. So here we go, guys. Look, I'm reading from the script. Do you guys see my script? In a shocking twist that has rocked the fishing community, AC, infamously dubbed the DQ Queen, stands trial, accused of the ultimate betrayal, impersonating an angler. With a tackle box untouched and no proof of a single catch, rumors have swirled that her only hookup has been with someone else's fish. Oh my goodness, say it ain't so. The courtroom buzzes with tension as we prepare to select 5 jury members. Witnesses will take the stand, swearing she's never baited a hook, let alone reeled in a bass. But AC maintains her innocence with unwavering confidence. The question remains, will she be exposed as a fraud or walk free as a misunderstood fishing icon? All right. I need to see some claps in the chat. All right. Did everybody hear? Did everybody hear the accusations and what is happening now? Texas Snoop, you like that? I see Texas Snoop laughing in the chat. Shout out to Big Rock. Chip Boy said, my hand looks like I'm grilling fish. Oh, yeah, I spilled that dye on it, guys. Blaster says, oh, my goodness. Mascot says, Whip and AC have paid me well, so I find them not guilty. That's why you don't have a badge and you can't be on the jury, Mascot. Do you guys see that? Mascot says, can't bite the hand that feeds you. All right, so jurors. Who are the jurors? Type jury in the chat again for the jurors. We have, oh, Whipstick, you like that? You like the script? Texas News says, Money put on some big time opening statement. That is true. AC says, thank you, Mascot. She said, thank you, Mascot, for the support. It's not real support, AC. You bought him off. He said that he has been paid off, so he is going to vote that you're innocent. All right, so who were the members of the jury again? Blasted is a juror. Texas Snoop was a juror. Big Rock, and I keep leaving off somebody. Blasted, Big Rock. Was it Chef Boy? All right, so AC, it has been said that you have never caught a fish. Is that true? We're trying to get down to, look, Blaster says, that's bribery. Chef Boy says, I'm biased. She's innocent. Uh-oh. Chicken Hawk says, pull a Nino Brown, AC, and point to Whipstick Fishing saying, if you go down, everybody going down. Oh, no, she gonna tell on everybody. She gonna spill the beans on everybody if she goes down. Texas News says, I couldn't get out of jury duty. Whipstick says, the prosecutor Whipstick has dropped all charges against. Uh-oh, Whipstick. You are not, you're under investigation, Whipstick. You're not the prosecutor. Oh, my goodness. Do you got Whipstick is trying to get the case thrown out. So I guess so Whipstick is her attorney. Shout out to Fish Forever Life. He says, yo, send, share, like, comment. He said, go ahead and send this to your grandma. Uh-oh, guys. So we are at 77 likes. So we needed 75. We have reached that quota. So before we continue on with this thing we call Bass for Cash, we're going to go ahead and see if anybody's going to walk away with any of this cash. Blaster says, we all got CNB. He said, we all we got. CNB, we all we got. Mascot said, I am my brother's keeper. Oh, my goodness. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So it looks like we have some fighters on both sides of the case. All right, let's go ahead and make one more cast. And then what we're going to do is go ahead into subscriber mode. If you have not subscribed to the channel, guys, make sure you hit the subscribe button because we are going to be in subscriber only mode. So only the subscribers will be able to comment. All right, let me just make sure we're in subscriber only mode, guys. All right, can somebody confirm, are we in subscriber only mode right now? Maybe not. Let's check it again. All right, there we go. Are we in subscriber only mode? Can somebody confirm? Chaos Goat says jury nullification. All right, there we go. We are currently in subscriber only mode, guys. All right, so make sure that you have subscribed. We are about to open the scales in just a minute. All that you have to do is be a subscriber and guess the exact weight of the fish, and that is all you need to be able to walk away with some of this cash for your pocket, all right? And that grass down there is pretty rough looking. A lot of grass. What's going on, Hudson? Hudson says, can I get a shout out? Well, Hudson, you may be able to get more than a shout out because it looks like you are already a subscriber. All that you have to do is guess the exact weight of this fish. Now, first what we're gonna do, we're gonna weigh, I'm gonna show you guys the two fish that are in here right now. What's going on, Daniel? I'm gonna show you the two fish that are down here, and then we're gonna weigh the smaller one first, guys. And then we're gonna start this trial. It's a trial by jury. A trial by jury. But before we do that, let me just show you guys a little something. Look at the size of these two fishes. Do you see that one right there? You see how big this fish is? Look at the head on her. Look at the gut on her. She's a big one. But we're gonna weigh this one right here first. But I just wanted you guys to see the size difference between these two fish right there. Do you see that? Oh my goodness. She's big and she has a little bit of weight on her. She has a little bit of weight on her. All right, there we go. So let's put them back in the live well. All right, AC. When you are ready, you can go ahead and open the scales. We are in subscriber only mode. There we go, guys. This fish is about 14 and a half, somewhere around that range, a little under 15. There we go. Once you guys see scales officially open, you have 2 minutes to put your guesses in the chat. Do not put in more than one guess. Now, you can walk away with $100. All you have to do is be a subscriber. Hopefully, all of the people that are tuned in right now have subscribed. The scales are officially open, guys. You have 2 minutes to put your guesses in the chat. Remember, if you put more than one guess, you will be disqualified. If you put the same guess in there multiple times, you will be disqualified. All right? One guess and one guess only, unless you are a member of the Money Team. If you have a badge next to your name, membership does have its privileges. You can actually put 2 guesses in the chat. But other than that, that is the easiest way to get DQ'd. And she will catch you and DQ you guys. 2 minutes are on the clock. Mike says, can I show it one more time? All right, let's go ahead and show that fish one more time for Mike. Mike is like, hey, I think I'm going to win a little something. All right, let me see if I can do it fast enough for you. But there it goes. There is the fish. And putting it on that scale for you, it's just a little under 15 inches. Can you see it right there on the measuring board? There we go. It's a little under 14 inches. And just for size comparison, this is how big, this is the fish you're guessing on, but look how big this other one is that's next to it. Do you see the difference in the size of the stomach on that fish? Look at this head size on it. Oh my God. All right, so you guys have a total of 2 minutes to get your guesses in the chat. One guess and one guess only, unless you are a member of the channel. But all that you have to do is be a subscriber to participate. Remember that, guys. All you have to do is be a subscriber to participate. All right, the scales are now officially closed. All right, it is time, guys. It's time to see. It's time to see if anybody's gonna walk away with a $120 bill. Oh my goodness. The stakes are kind of high. The stakes are kind of high. All right, AC, are you ready? Just type ready in the, oh my goodness. Green Bud is DQ. She hit somebody in the mouthpiece with a DQ. Oh man, somebody got, Green Bud says, why am I DQ'd? I'm guessing it's more than likely gonna be something with putting in multiple guesses is the #1 reason people get DQ'd, but I'm pretty sure she's gonna let you know in just a minute. All right, so here we go, guys. We're gonna weigh this fish, but Green Bud, don't feel too bad. There's a lot of people that's a member of the DQ squad, but we still have another fish in here, so you'll get a second chance. All right, so there we go, guys. We are zeroed out. There's the fish. I'll say this fish is a 163. I'm feeling a 163, guys. Let's see if I'm a little high on this one. All right, so we are zeroed out. I said a 163 is what I think. Oh my goodness, guys. Do you see how close I was? 159. Oh my goodness. 159. If somebody guessed 159, they have just walked away with a possible $120 bill, but you have at least won 100 if you guessed 159. Shout out to Green Bud says, oh, you got to be a, so yes, Green Bud, it's, as long as you're a subscriber, you're good, but you can only put one guess in. So AC, I see you put that he's not a subscriber. I mean, not a member, but he doesn't have to be a member. He just has to be a subscriber. But did he put more than one guess in? Texas Noop won again. Oh my God. Texas Noop came in with the 159 and won $120. Wait a minute. Hold on a second, guys. Texas Noop, this is almost 3 times in a row. All right, let's go ahead and let this fish go back. Let's see if let's see how much energy it has. Let's go ahead and see. Look at her just sitting there. What you gonna do, fish? Oh, look at that. Shout out to Texas Noop. Oh my God. Oh, we have pure Alaska tuning in. Texas Noop won $40. Donated that back to the channel. Won, what was it? Was it $100? No, wait a second. Or did he win 60? And then he donated 100 back, and now he just won another $120 bill. Oh my God. Texas Noop. Where's Texas Noop at in the chat? AC says, yes, he put 2 guesses as if he was a MoneyTeam member. All right, so, and who was that got DQ'd? Who was it? Who was it? Green Bud. So that was why you got DQ'd. You put more than one guess in the chat. You only get one guess. You don't have to be a member. You just have to subscribe, but you get one guess. That's why I repeat that so many times. Only put one guess only, because that is the easiest way to get DQ'd. Drew says, I don't know why he's DQ'd unless he deleted a guess. Oh my God, yeah, so he put more than one guess in the chat. Pure Alaska says, I'm starting to sense a little inside information going on. Oh my goodness, how could it be? Chanson says, I was close. Mike says he must be cheating or something. Oh, so Texas Noop and Mask Off, I think, have won the most between, won the most number of times. And I think Texas Noop has won the most money. Drew says, I just see one guess. Chaos Goat says, great job. Green Bud says, I put 3.46 only one time, but it's all good. All right, Texas Noop, go ahead and send in that cash app. I remember Texas Noop said if he won again, guys, he was not going to donate the funds back into the chat. He said he's going to put that money in his gas tank. All right, so Texas Noop, what are you going to do with your winnings this time? Let's see what Texas Noop, he told us last time he was going to put that money in his gas tank. Texas Noop says, give me my money. Oh, goodness. Texas Noop said, give me my money. He has just emptied out the pot, guys. So now there's still $80 left in there for today. I believe that's right. But you guys know the deal. AC is gonna give you guys the 411. Let's go ahead and put the scale back up. Oh my goodness, guys. Texas Noob, how did you do it? All right, let's go ahead and move one more time, guys. All right, so we still have another fish in the live well that we can weigh. So we don't necessarily need to make a run, but I'm having fun with this jig. So we're just gonna go someplace where I can throw this jig a little bit more, and then we're gonna call it quits. Shout out to Texas Noob. He says, AC, I don't have cash yet, but I do have Zelle. He said, go ahead and hit me in my bank account. He said, hit me right in the bank account with that $120 bill. How does it feel, Texas Noob? Drew says, that's okay, Green Buds. I'll un-DQ you. But I guess the good thing about it, Green Buds, is you would not have won anyway. And you still get another chance because we have another fish in the live well. Shout out to Ken. Ken said, what? He said, where is my badge? What happened? Did you get badge jacked? Not carjacked, but badge jacked. Did you get badge jacked? We're gonna see if we can catch another one on this jig, guys. I wanna feel that thumpy thump with this jig. Last time when I caught that fish, I didn't feel anything. It just picked it up and ran with it. Shout out to Pure Alaska. Blaster has come a long way, hasn't he? He's living right and everything. The pot is back to $20, guy. But hey, it's not 100, but a $20 bill is still good, right? You can still have a little bit of fun with a $20 bill. You can buy about 3 eggs, right? Can't you? Is that about right? You can buy about 3 eggs with $20. Drew said he didn't do anything wrong. Somebody made a mistake. He said, I'd like to thank my family in the academy for this win. Oh, man, oh, man. Tyler said, you can buy 3 eggs with that $20 bill. But I said, yeah, man, I'm out here living right. I'm living on the righteous side of things nowadays. Shout out to Chaos Goat. Said he has to go ahead and head on out. Good to see you tuning in for a quick little minute. I've been gone for about a week, guys, but I'm back. And I do have another tournament that I will be participating in this weekend on Lake Jackson. So if you guys want to watch that, I'll go ahead and stream that live for you guys too. So we can have a little fun out there on the lake with it. Texas Newt said that came in right on time. Had to replace my trim motor. Oh my goodness. Can you believe it? Oh my goodness. Everybody put Texas Noop in the chat. All right, there we go. Nice cast on that jig. Ken says, where's my member badge? I guess it expired, Ken. You have to renew it. Texas Newt said, thank you kindly. In the voice of Pops. Thank you. Was that the right voice, Texas Newt? Ken said, it's automatic. Man, you know things are a little funny sometimes on YouTube. You may have to chin check them, Ken. We have Toes Trucking tuning back in once again. Good to see. We're out here doing a little jig fishing today. Sitting in about 30 feet of water, casting up, fishing about, I say about 10 feet of water is what I'm targeting. He said, Pops Williams from the Wings Brothers. So, okay. Texas Noop came in and just swiped up all the loot. He said, give me all of that. And he said, I ain't giving it back this time. Last time Texas Noop was like, let it ride. But not this time. Texas Noop said eggs are expensive. Let's go ahead and hit this spot lot. Just sit here and relax. Pulling out some line because I cast probably about into 40 feet of water. It's a 1/4 ounce jig. So I just need to give it a lot of line so it'll just go ahead and fall straight down instead of kind of coming back towards the boat. Just give it some time, make sure it's all the way on the bottom. And then we're just gonna fish this thing slow, guys. Texas Snoop said, we want this money. So Texas Snoop, did you already receive the funds? Oh, I guess they haven't sent it yet. I think they're driving. Toad Trucker says, yeah, I'm okay. I got to skip work today. Okay. Texas Snoop says, show me the money. He said, give me my money. All right, guys, we are only 6 likes away from 100. Can we get 6 more likes, chat? Let's see if we can hit that $100 bill in the chat. We gave away a $100 bill today. Let's see if we can hit that $100 bill in the chat, too. All right, AC said 5 minutes and counting. Man, you know what, guys? That kind of threw me off. We forgot all about the trial. We forgot all about the trial. I don't know, Texas Snoop. Can Texas Snoop still be a jury member? He just got paid off. He just got paid off. Oh, in the chat, I need a yes or a no. Can Texas Snoop still be a member of the jury? Alexander, she said, AC said, oh my, wait a minute. She's like, I thought we were gonna let that slide. Texas Snoop said, case dismissed. In the chat, do we need to relinquish Texas Snoop jury privileges because he has just been paid off? In the chat, yes or no? Can Daniel said yes. Look at AC. AC is like, oh yeah. AC is like, I'm walking. She said, I'm walking. She was like, I'm gonna walk on this one. She's like, the chat is gonna find me innocent. Big Rock said, yeah, okay, let's see. Alexandra said, no, he can't be a jury member. Wait a minute. That's odd. Big Rock said yes. Blaster said yes. Daniel said no. Toad says yes. Whipstick said, that reel sounds good. I wish I were on the water. So wait a minute. You guys are saying that Texas Snoop, it is still okay for him to be a jury member, even though he has just been paid off by the defendant. Wait a minute. So you said no, he can. Wait, that's backwards. Normally it's no, you can't. Okay, hold on, guys. Let's start back over because now I'm confused. If Texas Snoop can still be a jury member, put a 1 in the chat if he can be a jury member. If you're saying no, that is definitely a conflict of interest and he can no longer be a jury member, put no in the chat. I mean, put a 2 in the chat. Mike says it sounds kind of sketchy. He said it sounds kind of sketchy. All right, chat. So can Texas Snoop still be a juror, even though he is getting paid off? So 1 is yes, 2 is no. So we got 1 yes. Then we have we have 3 2s. Toast Trucking says, gotta go. See you later. So 1 is yes and 2 is no. Ricky Bobby says, I just got here, so I'm missing something. Oh yeah, we're holding court today. We're picking the jury members. AC is on trial for impersonating an angler. Goodness, guys, was one I messed it up again. I said 1 is no and 2 is yes. So 1 is no. Guys, look, I'm out here trying to fish and pay attention to all of this stuff, and I'm messing it up. Was 1 a yes? AC says, oh my God, why do you keep changing it? All right. So, Big Rock, wait a second. Big Rock, who else was a jury member? It was Big Rock, Blasted. You said 1 was yes and 2 was no. All right, Blasted. So you do the count. Is he a jury member or not? So yes, he is, or no, he is not, Blasted. Just tell me in the chat. And 2450. So yeah, 2450, Blasted. What do you guys think? Yes or no? Is he a jury member? Texas Noob says, I'm on the floor rolling. Texas Noob got bought off. He got bought off by the mob. Whipstick says she's been pardoned by the president. Oh no, not another pardon. Big Rock said no. 2450 said, yo, man, we're just all over the place, guys. What is gonna happen? What kind of sham? What do they call it? A flim flam? What do they call it when a court is just crazy? A banana court? Some type of crazy court. Texas Newt says, I see nothing. Oh my goodness, guys. We can't even have a proper trial going on here. Okay. Tony 450 says, yes, he can. Big Rock says, no, he can't. Blaster is just laughing. There it goes, not a banana court. A kangaroo court. I was close. Is kangaroo close enough to banana court? Texas Noob said it's a mistrial. Guys, we haven't even started yet. We haven't even picked the jury. Tyler said, I say she's guilty. Okay. Let's do this. Let's see if we have enough jury members. If we have 5 jury members without Texas Noob, then Texas Noob won't be a jury member. All right. If you are a member of the channel, meaning you have a badge and you are on the jury, type jury in the chat real quick. Just do it real quick, guys. Who were the jury members? I know it was Blaster, Tony 450. So we got Tony 450. Who are the other jury members? Big Rock, Blaster. So that's 3. We need 2 more. Do we have 2 more members in the 2 more members of the money team in the chat? Skeeter said me. You have to be a money team member to be on the jury. Dottie, do you want to be a jury member? Tyler says, I'll be a juror. You don't have a badge, Tyler. All right, so we got Dottie. So that's 4. We need 1 more. We got Tony 450, Big Rock, Blaster, and Dottie. Shout out to Junior from the Dominican Republic. Good to have you in the chat. We're out here just having a little fun. Barry the Sabine King. All right, Barry, do you want to be a jury member? We need 1 more jury member. We're about to have court. AC has been charged with impersonating an angler, and today is her court date. We have 4 jury. Okay, so there we go. All right, Texas Noob, you have been removed from the jury box for witness and jury tampering. You have been bought off. You were bought off by the by the DQ Queen. All right, AC, this is the question. Have you ever caught a fish? Have you ever caught a fish, AC? That's the first question. The jury has now, court has now, what's it called? Court is in session. Court is in session, everybody. AC, have you ever caught a fish? And if you would like to explain, you can explain also. Tyler says, I'm AC's lawyer. Well, Whipstick is her lawyer, Tyler. Whipstick is her lawyer. Because he has some information that I'm pretty sure he's going to want to present too. Now, we're about to find out if she's guilty or not, guys. This is some serious allegations going on here. She has been accused and charged with impersonating an angler. Tyler said ejection. All right, we're waiting for her response. What's going on, Frisco? Frisco says, have these witnesses been sworn in? All right, Frisco, can you go ahead and swear in the jury members, please? Okay, here goes her. Whipstick says, this is worse than the Young Thug trial. All right, AC, the question is, have you ever caught a fish? She says, what do you classify as catching a fish? Oh, jury, do you hear what she is trying? She is saying she needs clarification on what does it mean to catch a fish. That doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound too good. It does not sound too promising here. Look at Dottie. Dottie is giving you the eyeballs. Dottie is like, what do you mean? All right, so jury members, I need each one of you to put your to answer that question. The question is, Blaster said, that's double talk. The question is, what do you classify as catching a fish? She wants clarification to know, what do you guys consider catching a fish? All right, we just lost our other jig. Well, I guess we're done with jig fishing for today. All right, jury members. Tony 450 said it's not looking good. Texas Newt says, sounds like the DA. Texas Newt, we're going to kick you out the courtroom because you've been paid off by the mob. Tampering with the jury. That's another crime in itself. Ashton says, if the fish was never touched by AC, the fish doesn't count. Frisco says, all right, jury members, I just need each one of you to answer this real quick. Do you swear to tell the truth? Wait a minute, jury, this is AC. Okay, AC, you just have to type I do. Do you swear to tell the truth? The truth, do you swear to tell the truth? Tell the truth, so help you God. AC, you just put I do in the chat. If you say I don't, then you're automatically guilty. And then we can just... Tony 450 said, man, go ahead and... Frisco said, objection. The witness is refusing to answer the question. Oh, Randy went ahead and broke it down for you. Blaster says, fishing pole in water, extract fish by your person. Okay, so AC, did you cast a lure in the water and extract a fish by you and only you and touch that fish? Did you do that? And Dodie added a little more clarification. Have you ever reeled in a fish? Let's see. Let me say it again. Have you ever reeled in a fish with a fishing pole and extracted that fish from the water? Tyler said, no picture, no proof. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's not good. AC, have you ever caught a fish based on the definition that was given to you by the jury members? In this court, the jury members can question the defendant. Bailiff, I need you to keep an eye, Tyler, you're the bailiff. I need you to keep an eye on the defendant. Make sure she doesn't try to run out of the courtroom because she's kind of slow on some of these questions. Oh, my goodness, guys. Oh, man. Did we get hung up? And we didn't. Okay, we just had a good cast. Texas Newt says, you guys are clowning in this courtroom for sure. All right, Whipstick says, as her attorney, don't answer that question. Okay, well, listen, if she doesn't answer that question, that's going to really look bad for the jury members. Okay, so what is her answer? Is she pleading the fifth on that question? Has she ever caught a fish? If she doesn't answer that question, she may be found guilty immediately. Whipstick says, we object to that question. Overruled on that objection, sir. Defendant, you must answer the question. Tony 450 said, you lost on Jeopardy with this long wait. Tyler said, not even a minute? Not even a minute? Oh, no, AC. AC, where is she at? Did she try to run out of the courtroom? Is the bailiff? Are you hitting her with mace and putting handcuffs back on her to take her back to her cell? Did she try to run out of the courtroom? What is happening in this court? Whipstick, where is your defendant? If we find out that you have helped the defendant flee this courtroom, you're going to be brought up on charges too, sir. Where is the defendant? Whipstick says, with the Frank said, oh yeah, this is definitely a hostile witness. Okay, there she goes. She says, I'm here. All right, look, the bailiff was about to pull out some mace because we thought you were trying to run out of the courtroom. Based on the definitions set forth by the jury members, have you ever caught a fish, AC? Barry Sabine King says, take a plea bargain. Barry, you're a jury member. You can't be offering information as like an attorney. Burning Season said, it's a hung jury. Uh-oh, Frisco said, Marine, stand up and take your punishment. AC said, I didn't hear nothing y'all said. So now she can't hear, chat. Jury, now she's saying she can't hear. The question is, have you ever caught a fish? And by caught a fish, the jury members have specified that you had a pole, you casted a lure, you set the hook on that fish and you reeled it in and touched it. So have you ever caught a fish? And right now we're talking about any fish. Uh-oh, Burning Season says her punishment is going to be no nail salon for 6 months. Oh man, she's going to have to be walking around with some monster claws. Chef Boy said, does catching a frog count? Whipstick says, yes, she had. Excuse me, sir. You are the attorney. You cannot be answering these questions. I might have to find you in contempt. If your defendant is not willing to answer these questions. Guys, remember, we still have another fish in the live well. We still have another fish in the live well that we need to weigh. Let me just check on it real quick. Normally don't try not to keep the fish in the live well too long. But do you see it? It's a good one down there. It's a good one. We're going to weigh that one in just a minute. But we need some questions. We want the truth, AC. We want the truth. Whipstick, where is your client? Whipstick, where is your client? Court is currently in session, and we need your client to answer these questions. Barry the Sabine King says, you can't handle the truth. The truth will be revealed today. You cannot hide from the truth, AC. Blaster says, answer the question. All right, jury members, permission to treat the defendant as hostile. Put yes or no, jury members. Permission to treat the jury members. Wait a minute, she says, I have caught a fish. Whipstick said, my client has pled insanity. Oh no. So she said she caught a fish, and then she said she's insane. So when she answered the question, her attorney said, oh my goodness, she's insane. She is insane, everybody. So does that mean she answered the question saying she caught a fish and her attorney says she's insane? So does that mean she didn't catch a fish? Tyler says, I say guilty. Take her to the bag. All right. Dottie says, what kind of fish did you catch? What kind of fish did you catch? And Tony 450 said, which is it? Is she insane or did she catch a fish? This court is going crazy in here. What is wrong with everybody? The defendant saying she caught a fish. Her attorney saying she's insane. Big Rock is like, I don't know what to think. AC, what kind of fish did you catch? Bass Boy said blue Gigi. She caught a blue Gigi. Now, if she caught one of those, then she's definitely guilty because we don't know what that is. AC, ma'am, we need to know the answer to these questions so we can go ahead and find you guilty. Mike said, this is definitely a kangaroo court. AC, you need to answer these questions, ma'am. Let's go ahead and move to another spot, guys. All right, we have 21 more minutes on the clock. Within that time, we are going to find the defendant either guilty or innocent, and we are going to weigh this next fish for this thing we call Bass for Cash. Whipstick says the trial will recess until further notice. Oh, there's no recess in this court right now, sir. You are an attorney. You do not give orders in this court. You will be found in contempt, and both of y'all will be sharing the same jail cell. Tyler said if she doesn't answer, I'm pulling out the pepper spray. The bailiff is going to spray you if you don't answer the question, ma'am. Blaster said a can of tuna does not count. That's right, Dottie. If she doesn't answer the question, Tyler's going to hit her with the pepper sauce. This court is a little different in here. We demand answers. Ashton said AC flew over the cuckoo's nest because her attorney said she's insane. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. AC, Whipstick, where is your client? Where is your client at, Whipstick? Look, I got stuff all over my hands. We got an insane defendant. We got an attorney that's trying to be a judge and trying to call a mistrial, what Texas Nuke tried to call a mistrial after he's been bought off. We got jury members being bought off. We got an insane defendant that's buying people off. We got her attorney. There she goes. Now she's back. What kind of fish was it that you caught, AC? What kind of fish did you catch, ma'am? We're about to hold you in contempt. Bass Boy says she just got an emerald catfish at PetSmart. AC, what kind of fish did you catch? Whipstick says we declare a mistrial. AC, what kind of fish did you catch? Answer or go to prison. Oh my goodness, guys. The courtroom is going order. Order in the court. Order in the court. Order in the court. Order in this courtroom. I will put cases on all of y'all. I will put cases on order in this courtroom. All right, now let me go back in the chat while I was running and see what you guys are saying. Bass Boy said, answer the question or go. Said, I declare a mistrial. Blaster says, let me go ahead and get up here and cast while I'm reading these messages. Man, I've been doing more talking than fishing. I mean, I guess I always do that, but hey, we're having some fun today. Blaster says, a can of tuna does not count. Uh-oh, Big Rock says, we taking away her passport. Okay, she can no longer flee the country. Whipstick says, the judge is badgering the defendant. Sir, if you accuse the judge of another thing, you will be found in contempt. We do not do that in this courtroom. Dottie says, we're a dysfunctional courtroom. Bass Boy says, she didn't catch one, y'all. Uh-oh, she didn't catch one, Bass Boys. It's looking kind of shaky. Texas Nuke says, I agree, Dottie, that it's a dysfunctional courtroom. Oh, wait a minute. The defendant has made a statement. She says, the bass didn't make it to the boat. Okay, we are done here. Oh, my goodness. Jody, AC is on trial for impersonating an angler. She was accused of never catching a fish. And we were like, say it ain't so. She has been impersonating an angler, so we had to bring her up on charges. So right now, she is on trial for impersonating an angler. And we have 5 jury members. We called up a witness. Well, I think, oh my goodness, Jody says who's on trial. Tony 450 said innocent. Tony, she just said that she's never caught a fish and you said innocent. I think Tony 450 has been bought off too. Has Tony 450 won Bass for Cash? Bass Boy says, AC, you're a liar. You bought salmon from Walmart. Oh, goodness. Big Rock says, guilty she is. Oh, no. Dottie says, she did not catch a fish. Case over. Oh, my goodness. Tyler said, guilty. Tony 450 is still saying innocent. You know what? I think we need to investigate Tony 450. I think he's been bought off. Frisco says, not in boat doesn't count. Jody says, I didn't even do anything. Judge Bass is not playing. Frisco said, guilty. Oh, no. Wait a minute. Ashton says, I feel for you, AC. Keep at it. Blaster says jury member. Okay, so Blaster jury member. Oh no, Jody says guilty as charged. AC says, I don't get how I was impersonating an angler if I never said I was an angler. Tony 450 said guilty. Oh no. Oh no, AC. All right, jury members. Wait a minute. So we need to let Whipstick. We need you to come and put in your closing argument for your client. Whipstick says she never said she was an angler. Is that your closing argument, Whipstick? Whipstick, is that your closing argument? Emmett says, not guilty. Just thinking about catching a fish makes you innocent. Tyler says she was better off not going to court. Frisco said, not wanting to mess up her nails doesn't work. 2450 says, Whip, you have to take her fishing to end this harassment. All right, Whipstick, what is your closing argument? We need the closing argument, sir. And after we hear your closing argument, okay, so that was your closing argument. Okay, so the closing argument, jury, is that she never said she was an angler. She never said she was an angler. But this is the thing that's funny about that. Whipstick is the one who put the charge on her and said that she was impersonating an angler. All right, so jury members, we need you to put your decision in the chat. We have 5 jury members. Let me see. Whipstick says, you made her out to be something she never claimed to be. AC said, whoever said I was an angler, how did we get here? And then Blaster says, oh, my Whip. Whipstick, you were the one who put the charges. They were announcing a bunch of different charges, and the one that stuck was impersonating an angler. Whipstick, you were the one who charged her with impersonating an angler. Ryan says, can I ask you a question? Go ahead, Ryan. What's your question? All right, guys. Jury members, Tony 450, Blaster, Dottie, who else was it? Sabine King. We need you guys to put either guilty or innocent in the chat. Guilty or innocent in the chat. Blaster says, Whipstick, level the charge. All right, so we need Tony 450, Blaster, Dottie, and then who were the other 2 that I'm keep forgetting? That always is me. Uh-oh. Okay, we got 1 guilty, 2 guilty. We got 3 guilties. Who are the other 2? She's already found guilty because 3 out of 5 have already said guilty. Who are the other 2 jury members? The Sabine King said guilty. That's 4. And Big Rock, oh, it was unanimous. Oh, AC. This is terrible. Edwin says she has to do community service. Oh, man. All right, well, Asher says a mistrial, not guilty. Oh, man, it was a tough case, guys. But as everybody sees, she was given a fair trial. Tyler said, take a plea deal. All right, jury. Now the jury has to give suggestions on what the sentence is going to be. What's the punishment or the sentence? AC is like, what the hell? I never even said I was an angler. AC, okay, AC says, what classifies you as an angler? The case is over, AC. The case is over. You were supposed to present your argument during the case. You've already been found guilty. Blaster says, you know we're going to need 1,000 likes from now on. Oh, man. Okay, wait a minute. Before you guys start announcing what you think the punishment is, AC, how many likes do we need to weigh this next fish? How many likes do we need to weigh the next fish? Let's see if they may be a little lenient on you. Let's see. Tony 450 said her sentence is a fish catch. Tyler said community service and court cost. All right, AC, how many likes do they need to weigh this next fish? She said 120, so you guys need 9 more likes. All right, jury members, what is her sentence? Oh, my goodness, guys, we got one. We got one. We got him. Look at that. Right when she told you, oh my goodness. Look at him. He's a fighter. He's cute. It's a little cutie, but he's like, hey, MoneyBass, you popped me in my mouthpiece. We're going to see, guys. This looks like is that a largemouth? We're going to see. I don't think this one is going to be long enough for Bass for Cash, guys. It needs to be 14 inches or better. Kablam. Oh, yeah, and it is a large mouth. The mouth is large, but the body is small. Bam, just like that. Got another one. We're going to see. Is it 14 inches? If it is, you guys get another chance to walk away with some cash for this bass. Bass for Cash is fun, and it pays. AC says exactly. Bass for Cash is canceled. Oh, no. Wait a minute. She said she's going to cancel Bass for Cash. AC. AC, don't be salty. Uh-oh, we got another one, guys. Look at that. It's not even a line burner. It made it past that 14. All right, there we go. We got one a little over 14 inches on this largemouth. Uh-oh. Now, remember, shout out to Texas Noop, swooped right on in and took the big portion of the payout for today. Walked away with that 100. Oh, my goodness, the thing tried to jump out of the live well. All right, he walked away with $120, guys. So right now, those two fish that you see, that's a total of, let's see, what is that? About $80 in that live well right now. You gotta love it. All right, so let's see, what did they... AC said exactly, Bass for Cash is canceled. Oh, my goodness. Whipstick said, Bass for Cash is over. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. The mob has got us, guys. The mob has got us. They canceling the show. They said they said we putting cases on all of y'all. Oh, my goodness, guys. Bass for Cash is over. Blaster says, photo Whipstick tossing you some salmon in Walmart. Oh, no. Texas Noob says, glad I got my money before she canceled it. Oh, my goodness. This is terrible. This is terrible. Bass Sniper says, you are the best. Jody says, because of you, MoneyBass, AC done canceled Bass for Cash. Oh, no. Tony450 says, AC, you are still the DQ queen. Yeah, you guys gotta sweeten her back up now. Bass Sniper said, the bass tried to tickle you. Yeah, it tried to get me. Blaster says, Texas Noob, lucky you. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. We need 8. Let's see. AC says, no, Tony, you are the main one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. She's holding a grudge. Tony 450, she's holding a grudge. She's not going to forget what you did. She says, I know what you did last summer. Whipstick says, my client is going to jail. We need the cash to go to her books. Oh, my goodness. Well, wait a minute. She may not be going to jail. What were the sentences? So, in the chat, what are you guys sentenced? What are the options for sentencing? Jury members, what are the jury members are being threatened. Jury members, what are the options for sentencing? I think Dottie said that she has to go catch a fish. I think 2450 says she needs to catch something, even a bluegill counts. Uh-oh, 2450. She is going to remember, though. My goodness. Okay, here we go. 2450 says, let me see, Texas Noob says, so you are having a sentencing hearing. That's right. We move right to the sentencing. 2450 said a fishing trip on live. Okay. Big Rock says that she has to catch any fish. Jody said MoneyBass got DQ'd from Bass for Cash. They just DQ'd me, guys. Goodness, it's hard being in the justice system these days. You get threatened, you get canceled, all kind of stuff. So you get bought off. AC says, you guys don't deserve to see me on live. Oh, no, she's mad, guys. Look what you did. Chef Boy says she got to go fishing with MoneyBass as punishment. Oh, that's messed up. Why does that have to be a punishment? Frisco says, does she even know how to make a cast? Oh, my goodness, guys. Buried Sabine King says punishment. Must fish with a Little Mermaid kids combo for a whole day. Oh. Oh, no. All right, did all the jury members put their, let's see, 1, 2. What jury member left that didn't put their sentencing in there yet? Because I think Dottie said that she just needed to go fishing. Whipstick needed to take her fishing. Frisco says, AC, we know the camera adds 15 pounds. Oh, you're saying because she said she didn't want to be on. You guys don't deserve the live. Chef Boy says, hold on. How does she have a rod set with 0 fish to her name? Terry C says, guilty as charged. Oh, my goodness. So, yes, she has already been found guilty, guys. All right, so I've looked at all of the sentencing that has been suggested by the jury. Her sentence, this is June. Her sentence is that she has to catch a fish by the end of June, or she'll be brought on trial again. All right, AC, so your sentence is that Whipstick has to get you out there. You have to catch a fish before the end of June. Chef Boy said AC has left the building. Oh, my goodness. All right, guys, look, you guys need 7 more likes. Let's get those 7 more likes, and then we'll see if she's really, let's see. AC says, Chef Boy, no one asked you. Weren't you on my side? Oh, man, she getting everybody. She said, I'm putting cases on all of y'all. Frisco says you have to catch a fish and put it on FishXLive. Blaster says you have to have proof of catching the fish. Chef Boy says, hey, wait a minute. He says, I'm just asking. I just asked, that's all. Chef Boy said, I don't want any of that smoke. He was like, I'm on your side. Tony 450 says, he says, I'm ducking behind a dumpster. He said, everybody out here catching strays. He said he don't want one. AC just blasting on everybody. She cannot believe y'all have done what you did. You found her guilty. She said, all the people I DQ'd for you. She said, are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? She said, oh, okay. She's like, okay. I'm putting cases on all of y'all. She's like, I DQ'd all these people for y'all, and this is how you gonna repay me? Oh, no. Whipstick says, okay, Bash for Cash is back on. Oh, okay. All right, so look at that, guys. The attorney is okay with the sentencing. The attorney is okay with the sentencing. So Bass for Cash is back on and live. All we need is 3 more likes, and we're going to go ahead and see if we can give away. We're going to do back-to-back guesses on these fish, guys, because the time is now officially up. Those 21 minutes that we had on the clock are now up. We just need 3 more likes. If you have already hit the like button, type the word like in the chat. Type the word like in the chat if you have already hit the like button. Jody said, uh-oh, I see a lot of DQs coming. Oh no, 2450. She's gonna try to get you. You better make sure you read all the rules. All right, guys, we just need 2 more likes. 2 more likes, and we're gonna weigh 2 fish. We have another $80 that's up for grabs today, guys. All right, so this is the thing, guys. Bass for Cash, one of the original sponsors of Bass for Cash. Okay, she said we have the likes. Tony 450 said it's a wrap for the kid. She may be okay, Tony 450, because the sentencing, she was sentenced to catching a fish by the end of June. And it can be a catfish, a bluegill, it can be any kind of fish. Oh, wait a minute. She said, no, we don't. We have $20. The pot is cleaned out. All right, so the payout is all you have to do is be a subscriber to participate and get that $20. The members, they still get double the payout, right? Is that correctamundo? And so we have 2 fish in the live well. That means if a Money Team member guesses on both of those fishes, they're walking away with $80 because they get $40 per fish. All right, so AC, is Tony 450 okay now, or is he still on your hit list? Put hit list or safe in the chat. If he's safe, put safe. If he's on your hit list, put hit list. Uh-oh, she said, I pulled over for y'all. Let's go. Okay, let me go ahead and reel this in. We're doing back-to-back blaps. Blappity blap. If you can guess the weight of these fish, guys, remember, all you have to do is be a subscriber. And if you could, can you confirm that we're still in subscriber-only mode? We're going to weigh the smaller fish first, and then for the grand finale, we'll weigh the big one. Oh, no, Tony 450. She said you're still on the hit list. Oh, that's rough right there. All right, so here is the first fish, guys. All right, so here's the first one. This is a largemouth, guys. You see it? All right, we are still in subscriber only mode. You can go ahead and open the scales when you are ready. This first fish is a little over 14 inches, guys. Can you see where that tail is hitting on that measuring board? It's a little over 14 inches, and this is a largemouth. Typically, a largemouth that looks the same size as a spotted bass, a largemouth would generally have a little more weight to it. But there we go. Scales are now officially open, guys. Jody said, let's do a combined weight. All right, there we go, guys. Put your guesses in the chat. You have 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes to see if you can walk away with a little cash for your pocket. See if you got enough money to hang out with Texas Noop. Oh, Texas Noop is sliding on in there again. He was like, let me go ahead and get some more winnings. And while you guys are doing that, I'll be doing this. Remember, guys, if you put more than one guess in the chat, you will be DQ'd. If you put the same guess more than once in the chat, you will be DQ'd. If you are not a Money Team member, do not try to duplicate what somebody else is doing that has a badge. Chef Boy says, me and Texas Snoop got to hit the cigar lounge. Chef Boy, are you in Texas too? All right, remember, guys, you have 2 minutes to put your guesses in the chat. And let's hold off on chat messages right now until we get the guesses done. All right, I see it slowed down. The scales are now closed. All right, so we're not going to waste any time because AC, the DQ queen, is back in action. She DQ'd somebody today. Is there anybody that is DQ'd right now, AC? Do you have any additional DQs for the day? All right, so we're going to go ahead and weigh this next fish. Jody said, DQ him, AC. All right, so we're weighing this largemouth. I think this fish is 1.47. And I am high. It is 1.24. Do we have a winner at 1.24 for this largemouth, guys? 1.24. Do you see it? 1.24. Now we're going to go ahead and weigh this second one. It's back-to-back blaps, guys. Blappity blap is what I told you. Let's go ahead and set this one in here. Let's do it like we did the other one and see what it does. Let's see, buddy. What you gonna do? All right, there we go. Do we have a winner? Did somebody win a chicken dinner? A winner? Terry C is a winner. Oh, my goodness. Is Terry C a member? Is Terry C a member of the Money Team? Oh, my goodness. Terry C is a member of the Money Team. And I see it. He had 1.24 and 1.31. Oh, my God. Terry C. The members of the Money Team are cashing checks today. Now, I can tell you this. You guys are winning more money than most people win in fishing tournaments right now. And that's a fact. You're winning more money right now watching Bass for Cash than what a lot of people win during fishing tournaments. All right, so here we go. We're about to weigh the biggin of the day. All right, you guys see it? Go ahead and open up the scales for us, AC. We're going to put this one on the measuring board. This one is about 17 and a half inches. 17 and a half inches on that fish right there. All right, the scales are open. You guys have seen it. That is the big fish of the day. Well, the biggest fish of the day. The scales are officially open. You guys have 2 minutes to put your guesses in the chat. Thomas got hit with the DQ. The DQ queen is up for revenge, guys. I told you she is going to be DQing some people today. If you put more than one guess in the chat, if you put that same guess in the chat more than once, those are the quickest and easiest ways to get DQ'd, guys. You have to make sure you follow the rules of engagement. The rules for Bass for Cash, as always, are listed in the description. So you want to make sure you do not get DQ'd. Oh my God. All you have to do is be a subscriber to the channel to walk away with some of this cash. Shout out to Terry C in Texas Noop. As soon as these scales are closed, we're going to weigh this next fish. And we're just waiting. Maskoff said it's a 354. He said it looks like it's a biggin. The scales are now closed, guys. I do not think this fish is gonna hit 3 pounds. I'm gonna say it's a 282, guys, is what I'm gonna say. 282. There we go. We are zeroed out. I said 282. Let's see. Oh my goodness, it did hit 3 pounds. Bam, 303. 303, guys. 303. Look at it. 303 was a 3-pounder caught on that jig. 303, guys. $303. Jody said MoneyBass has been DQ'd. Oh, no winner. Nobody won on the big fish. Terry C, go ahead and send that cash out. There we go, guys. Closing it out on a 303. So make sure we turn that scale off. All right, guys, so I will stay on until we, so the Texas Snoop already confirmed that he got his payout. Texas Snoop, I have forgot about you, waiting for your number from Whipstick. All right, so we're gonna stay on, guys. Texas Snoop and Terry C, are both of you still in the chat? Man, so that was $160 today? Oh my goodness. Listen, guys, this is what I was telling you. Bass for Cash, as you can see, is funded by SWAT Lawn Operations. I know you guys have heard me mention that name numerous times. SWAT Lawn Operations, based out of Conyers, Georgia, all right? I need everybody to put SWAT in the chat. And as you can see, Texas Snoop is the first one to put SWAT in the chat. SWAT is one of the original sponsors of Bass for Cash, guys. What we are looking to do with SWAT Lawn Operations is assist them with getting commercial landscaping jobs, all right? So they do residential and commercial lawn care and landscaping, and that's just part of it. SWAT stands for service with all of the trimmings, all right? Service with all the trimmings is what SWAT stands for. If you are in the metro Atlanta area or any of the surrounding areas, or you know of someone that has a business, we want you to reach out to SWAT Lawn Operations because we are looking to assist that company with growing. It is now that time of year where businesses, apartment complexes, even residential properties, everyone is out to get their lawn care services completed. If you're busy and you don't have time to do it yourself, make sure you reach out to SWAT Lawn Operations. The information is in the chat. SWAT Lawn Operations is based out of Conyers, Georgia, and services all surrounding metro Atlanta areas. For a free estimate for your residential or commercial properties, please call. I need you guys to take down this information. 404-423-5131. Reach out to SWAT Lawn Operations and send them referrals, guys. If you have any commercial or residential lawn care or landscaping needs, make sure you support SWAT Lawn Operations. We definitely have to support those companies that support us. If they're supporting the fishing community, guys, we have to stand behind these companies and help them out. And that is one thing that we're looking to do with SWAT Lawn Operations. All right, guys? All right, so Terry C, just confirm that you have received your payment. And Texas Snoop, please text your Zelle info to SWAT. All right. And they're just waiting to confirm, get those confirmations. I always like to see people confirm that they received their funds, because as you guys know, Bass for Cash is real. Just like the bendation, right? Man, look at my hands. Got this stuff all on my hands, got a little bit on my carpet, but luckily it'll wear out of the carpet. I mean, obviously it'll come off my hands too, but you have to wash those off. All right, guys, like I said, big shout out to SWAT Lawn Operations. Shout out to Texas Snoop for winning today. That nice big payout. Won 3 times, guys. All right, so that was a total of, let me see, what was that you won the first time? That was 40 you won the first time, then 100, so that was 140, and then you won 120, so that's $260 that Texas Snoop won, guys. Wow. All right, so I'll let you guys ride with me on back to the boat ramp while we just wait to get those confirmations, so you guys can look and see there's a lot of pleasure boats out here now. So the water's getting a little bit more choppy. But yeah, so we did what, about 30 minutes overtime. So we're gonna go ahead and head out, guys. Let's see how fast we can go on the way back in. See if you guys can see the speedometer right there. We're going about 4.9 miles an hour, 5 miles an hour right now. Let's roll. What's going on, people? Frisco said, man, tighten that graph up. Look, it has a lot of movement to it. I need a new, I got to get new connections for the back, for both of these things. I've been in some rough water, guys, over the years. All right, let's see. Terry C says, receive the money. Shout out to Terry C. Blaster says, woo, woo. to MoneyBass and Friends. Who is that slid on in here? Shout out to Clint Perry. He was like, I know y'all are about to end the shindig, but let me slide on in and hit you guys in the mouthpiece with 5 gifted memberships. And you know what, Clint Perry, you have slid right on in and became the sponsor of today's live stream. We had a great time. Clint, you know, you missed the whole jury trial. We just had AC on trial for about an hour and a half, probably. Oh my goodness, it was a good one, Clint. I wish you had been there because you definitely would have been a jury member. But everybody put CP in the chat. CP just hit you guys right in the mouthpiece with 5 gifted memberships. Let's see who got those memberships, guys. It went to Stephen Walden, Deer Slayer, NHS, went to Grumpy Bass, and who was the last one? Princess Tarrant, aka Jen, got those gifted memberships. Everybody put Clint in the chat. Put CP in the chat, guys. Texas Noob said, don't say that too loud, Blaster. What did he say? He said CP in the chat. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Clint. She was found guilty of impersonating an angler, and she was sentenced. Her sentence was that she has to catch a bass and report back to the chat by the end of June. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We have Set the Hook tuning in. Set the Hook. Appreciate you for sliding on in. Redfish Lure says, what if I sent a red $500 right now? Oh my goodness, let's see what happens if you do it. A red 500, let me see. What if I sent a red $500 right now? I don't know. Yeah, let's see what'll happen. All right, AC says payment was sent to Texas Noop. Texas Noop, are you still in the chat? Can you go ahead and confirm your payment, sir? Man, I got to get back and clean out the live wells, get ready for this tournament this weekend. We have Country Boy 13 says, I'm going bass fishing tomorrow at Lake Seminole. Okay, so you should be catching some big ones down there. Blaster says, CP, it is worth going back and listening. Oh yeah, Clint, today was a good one. AC was on trial. Whipstick was her attorney. The jury members were Blaster, Tony 450, and look, I keep forgetting who all was the jury members. Texas, oh, check this out, Clint. Texas Noop was a jury member, but then he got bought out. He got paid off by AC, so we had to remove him from the jury. Oh my goodness. Set the Hook says, what should I use at my river for bass? Worm baits are always good this time of year. Something like a wacky rig. Just look up wacky rig on YouTube. Shout out to Steve Wimpy, and big shout out to SWAT Lawn Operations, guys. He said, great show. Oh yeah, we had a good one today. AC is a felon, guys, but she has a way to get her record expunged by catching a fish by the end of the month. The Bean King says, I also have a tournament this weekend, Friday night on Sam Rayburn. All right, good deal. All right, guys, let's go ahead and head on in. Did Texas Noop confirm receipt of payment? We were just waiting to hear from Texas Noop, guys. All right, guys, what are you talking about in the chat? All right, Texas Noop said he's checking his funds right now. Redfish Lure says, what should I use today? I'm trying to catch bluegill and trout. Bluegill, you can catch those with bread. You can catch those with live worms, definitely. Trout, use like some type of spinner bait. like a rooster tail, small rooster tail. Redfish Lure says it's muted. Yeah, I was muted. I had to take a phone call. All right. Actually, let's go to the other side on this ramp. Whipstick says, Texas Noob, did you get your cash for that bass? All right, Texas Noob says it didn't come through yet. Was it sent through Zelle, guys? Because actually, earlier today, I sent somebody something through Zelle, and I had to do it twice because they returned it or rejected it or something like that. Frisco said, so if he doesn't get the money, does it go back into the pot? Oh, I can tell you, Texas Noob is going to get his money this time. He has put that money back in the pot twice. And then this third time, he ended up winning 120. But I think he's actually put 140 back into the pot. Hey, how you doing? All right. All right, guys, there you go. Heading in for the day. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. AC says payment was sent to the email provided. Frisco says not my fault. He let it ride. All right. All right, guys, just waiting for confirmation real quick. Anybody else have any last words? Depending on the weather, we may be back out here tomorrow. Let me just take a look and see what tomorrow's weather, how that looks. 10-day forecast. Can you guys see that? That does not look good. Oh, man. 80% chance of thunderstorms this weekend. I'm supposed to be fishing a tournament on Saturday. That is not good. Today is Wednesday. Let's see what Thursday looks like. Partly sunny, patchy fog in the morning, a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the morning, then showers and thunderstorms likely in the afternoon. So it doesn't look like we'll be back on the lake tomorrow, guys. But if I can see, let's see, Friday, showers and thunder in the morning again. So yeah, if there's a day where it kind of clears up and it looks like I can squeeze out here to the lake for about 2 hours so we can do this Bass for Cash thing again, then I'll come back out here and do that. Blaster says, yeah, you have been missing money. Oh yeah, I was gone for last week. I was out of town. So I just had a little fun and relaxation going on. Frisco says, you huffing. When was the last time you... Actually, I need to go back to the gym today. So I've been going to the gym running about I do my run first, about 1.5 miles, and then I do my workout. But But yeah, it's hot out here, guys. It's a little hot. All right, did Texas Snoop confirm yet? Did we get confirmation from Texas Snoop? Okay, Texas Snoop said, Money, if you need to go, you can work it out with Whip. Okay, yeah, because I think you guys can have contacted each other, right? All right, appreciate that, guys. All right, Texas Snoop, so we'll definitely get confirmation. I'm pretty sure you'll be in contact with Whipstick. We'll get confirmation, if not tomorrow, then the next time that I'm out on the lake. Make sure you guys tune in for the tournament this weekend. Well, goodness, guys, if it's 80% chance of thunderstorms, I will probably not be live, but we'll see. We'll see, all right? Appreciate everybody for tuning in. This was another great one, guys. That jury thing was a lot of fun. Too bad AC was found guilty, but she can still have her record expunged. All that she has to do is catch a fish by the end of June, all right? Whipstick, so it's all on you. It's all on you, Whipstick. All right, really appreciate it. Make sure you guys reach out to SWAT Lawn Operations, all right? All right, everybody, we will see you on the next live stream.